Feels like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And Pascal's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Rams at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. Nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll set up a throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shifts by him. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Second and 3. Being chased out left.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 11. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Za'Darius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down trot. Back to throw here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Rosa's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I've met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here comes Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is one. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA.
Van Jefferson,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks. But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Desmond Ridder, excellent in the victory as his guys move to 3-1 after 4 games. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, check on the Patriots. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. James Robinson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense coming back out, and there's Van Jefferson leading them.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really good.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, That's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are even at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man. It's Williams.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. It's Williams on the catch.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, on second down, Mostert.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Rosas' kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Throws up 3rd and
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Lamar Jackson, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Van Jefferson.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and 7.
Back now here on EA Sports. Here's the 2nd and 7. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now out comes Minnesota.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Taken in by Pascal out left. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now back to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Looking to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. Complete that. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find Thielen.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught by Thielen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 20.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for LA, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.